Hi, it's Molly. Welcome back to my channel as we take a look at the Leo new moon happening on August 16th, 2023 at 5:38 a.m. That's Eastern time, so be sure and adjust for your location on the planet. The Leo new moon is occurring at 23 degrees of Leo. So this is the degree point you want to locate in your natal astrology chart, and then identify the house in this chart, the first house, where the new moon is occurring, as this is where new energies are being seeded and where a new beginning is opening up. Now we have the sun and the moon conjunct, which is always the case for every new moon. That's when the sky is the darkest, as those new potentials gain energy and come to life. So at 23 degrees of Leo, we're in the towards the end of the Leo cycle. And this is where creativity is designed to flourish. So this could be a new moon where you've already been pondering and thinking about something that you want to bring to life, that you want to animate or activate, something that you've already been aware of, and now you feel that energy has built enough to the point that you're ready to take it further, to do something with it. So this would be a time to look at, what do you want to create that is really true to you, that feels like it's really honoring your power, your light, your gifts, your inspiration. There's a natural motivation here with the Leo energy, and you're inspired to do something because it's calling to you, it feels powerful, and it gives you energy. So check in on that. What is giving you energy that excites you right now, that motivates you? Now, something else you'll see here is Venus is at 18 degrees of Leo retrograde behind the sun. So Leo energy is designed to shine, is designed to be seen, but Venus behind the sun means that there's things we're keeping to ourselves. And when Venus goes behind the sun, there are parts of ourselves that we are internalizing, we are feeling, sensing, moving through. And this Venus, I feel like she's planning. There's things she has considered. They're in motion, but internally in motion. So there could be things you are keeping to yourself that you aren't putting out there, so to speak. When Venus is behind the sun, she's in the shadows. She's in the shadow of the sun, and she's behind the moon. So there's things that we're keeping to ourselves backstage, behind the scenes. We're creating internally. This could be something too where you're feeling that there's things you want to retract away from. You don't want to be fully seen. There's a desire to hide, and even to look at what you need to take care of for your best and highest good, that isn't for others, that isn't for their compensation, their, obviously meaning if you're selling something, but there's things that you don't want others to energetically connect with at this time. So trust that for yourself, because Venus behind the sun and the moon is privacy. She wants to be left alone, to either be in her own energy or figure something out, or just go through her own, I'm going to call it a creative cocoon. You might feel that you are in a creative cocoon. Now, this Venus is trining Chiron at 19 degrees Aries retrograde, which means there is a healing occurring here that's supporting you, strengthening you, giving you what you need. That, again, can be quite private. This is very individual energy. This is trusting what you need to do for you. And then we also have Venus squaring this Jupiter, approaching an exact square again as she moves back to 12 degrees of Leo during her retrograde. And this Jupiter in Taurus is moving quite slowly, because Jupiter is preparing to station retrograde September 4th, the same day, around the same 24-hour period that Venus stations direct. So this Jupiter is moving slowly, which means these two are going to be in an ongoing square for a number of weeks. And this Jupiter pushes and expands and amplifies through the square. It could feel like this Jupiter energy is actually bigger than Venus, where for the things you want to work through privately, whether that is creating or simply internalizing, coming back to self, there could be something that's pushing it forward or pushing it out. And this can be a discomfort. There could also be a sense of, I know what I want, but it's not time to get it yet. Meaning you could feel yourself wanting to move towards something or do something, and you could feel that you're still getting to that place internally to do so. But the Jupiter energy, being quite powerful and influential, is giving that sense of almost like, it almost feels like an anxiety, sort of like I've got to go for it or I want to do it. And if I don't, how or when? It can bring up a lot of questions because of how this Venus needs time to herself right now to pull back and retract. But this Jupiter, even though Jupiter's moving slowly, this Jupiter is pushing to move something forward. So this is going to be ongoing energy management around trusting the timing of something, or just trusting your own cycles, your own timing, and honoring it appropriately. So we have that square occurring between Jupiter and Venus, but the bigger square, the more dominant square, is back here with both the sun and moon at 23 degrees Leo, making an exact square to this Uranus, now at 23 degrees of Taurus. And this brings up volatility. And how I'm feeling and sensing this is that something's going to burst. It's going to either, it's like it can break or it can blossom and expand, but it happens quickly and unexpectedly. And I feel like there could be something where if you're at capacity, you're at energetic capacity. Let's say, for example, you're not able to do one more thing, or you just feel like there's a lot going on. There's just a lot you're holding energetically. This is the burst. This bursts that bubble. And so it's understanding that this particular Leo new moon is designed to have something that disrupts what maybe you had put a lot of yourself into. There's something that bursts. Again, this is volatility, shock, disruption. And they're both exactly at 23 degrees. Now, we have some good energy movement in place though, because this could feel personal. This is what you want, something that you want or desire. And this is the universe bringing in an unexpected development. I also feel like there can be a tightness here, really locked in. It has to be this. I definitely want this. And now you have this Uranus bursting that bubble, liberating, setting something free, but in a chaotic way. However, the good news is that this Uranus at 23 Taurus is trining Mars at 22 Virgo. Mars knows what to do. Mars is like, okay, this is what we're going to do next. Here's the plan. Working with this Mercury at 19 Virgo before Mercury will go retrograde on August 23rd. These two working together, they know what to do. They've got a process. Here's the steps. So if this is chaos and there's a lot going on, break it down into 1, 2, 3. First, we do this, which is always eat. First, we eat. Second, we do the thing. So look at what you can do with the chaos, what you can do with the surprise, because I feel like Mars already has a plan, already understands what is necessary, what is important. This is also, Virgo cleans up the glitter, the Leo glitter. Mars is like, in Virgo, why did you use all this glitter? Why did you bring all this sand home from the beach? Okay, this is how we clean it up. So this is where actually the planets in Virgo provide a needed assist to the Leo glitter and are going to help understand what to do with the disruption, what to do with things that didn't go exactly how you wanted them. And that's because Leo, being a fixed sign, it can be very headstrong, very focused, very determined. And those are wonderful qualities. But then you've got this Uranus coming in, creating a glitter bomb everywhere. And then it's like, okay, that wasn't what I thought it was going to be. But the practical assessment of the Virgo planets will take care of it. So this is a beautiful assist. It also reminds you that whatever this creation is, whatever is coming together in the Leo areas of your chart, that it's not going to go as planned. For the Leo plans, it is going to be okay because Virgo will take care of it. But this is a very unexpected developments. This is where there's more going on. And Uranus will also bring in what you need to see. And this is Uranus in the Taurus energy of this is what you need to see, to work with, to understand, and to take it forward. And then after the glitter bomb explodes, the sun and the moon move forward and they will trine this north node in Aries. And that's going to help with choosing the right direction for yourself. I'm going to do this. Okay, this is what I need to move towards. This is what I need to focus on. This is what matters. And it also is going to provide a direction to go, a new direction. And that's the case here with the North Node in Aries, is that it's a new opening, a new opportunity, a new energy to move towards and to choose. So knowing all this, this would be an important new moon to keep things light. Keep it light, keep it playful. Look at where you're overly attached, because the universe is going to break that up and say, don't be so attached to this. Don't be overly invested to the point where you lose your center or you lose your core. Stay in the ability to be open to move into whatever occurs next. Stay adaptable. And allow this to inspire you, that the Leo new moon can bring in the inspirations here of what energizes you to move forward next, but stay in that playful spirit. Stay in the Leo inner child energy of, I'm just going to do this for now and then I'll move on to the next toy or the next part of the playground. So stay in that ability to go with things as they unfold, and know that this is a new moon of big changes, drastic changes, especially if you have planets or points at 23 degrees of the fixed signs. So 23 degrees of Leo, 23 of Scorpio, 23 Aquarius, 23 Taurus. This is going to rattle and roll in your life. This is important actually because Uranus is in new territory here in Taurus, and Uranus is going to be working with you into next year. So whatever begins at this Leo new moon, if you have, again, planets or points around 23 degrees of the fixed sign. Something begins now that you're actually working with throughout next year because of the Uranus influence and the Uranus transiting energy. And this is the surprise, where you don't have to know everything right away. Mars in Virgo is the soldier. Just keep marching, step by step, take care of this, take care of that. Left foot, right foot, and make progress slow and steady. And that can help again with organizing the chaos, Just take all that glitter and put it in a solid line. No problem at all. Okay, so know that this is a very dynamic Leo new moon. Maybe just stay away from glitter. How much glitter do you really need? Because things that are going to happen now, there's something that you need to see. There's something, maybe your ego, too much Leo is too much ego. Overactive Leo is overactive ego. And so there's something that the ego cannot always see or understand. And the universe is saying, hey, I got something important for you. And here it comes during this new moon. Yeah, it's a powerful one. But again, especially if you have planets or points around 23 degrees, and this is where you ask the orb. I'm making it a orb of 23. And then Uranus is going to go retrograde the end of August. So Uranus doesn't go any further. 24 degrees, you'll feel it. And then even 22 degrees as well. So I'm giving it a tighter orb because of how slowly Uranus is moving. Okay, stay away from glitter. Thanks for your comments, your likes, your subscribes, and for sharing this. And I'll see you back here soon with another astrology video.